Chacha. Good evening, everyone. My name is Catherine Chacha. As a way of introduction, I believe that we have been together for the second part. Today, we are going to continue with the third part. For those who are joining for the first time, and probably we have not met, my background is in the military aviation. I've worked with the Ministry of Defense for 15 years and Ministry of Lands for 3 years. And I'm an excited forever business owner. I have been with the business for a while, and I'm super excited about this opportunity and what it offers. When I came to the business, I was looking for a way to get some good quality skincare products and also products for diabetes for my mom. But my why changed when I saw the opportunity in a different scale, when I saw how important and how great it feels to be able to enjoy a freedom and quality lifestyle. I'm a mom of 3, and the business has given me an opportunity to be able to work full time and around my priorities, especially being there as a full-time mom. And I'm a mom to a 6-month-old, and I really thank God for this opportunity, because I can be able to work from home, and I just need to organize myself, have a few hours to be able to share the business with my team and my customers. And the flexibility it has afforded me is what I prefer to call work-life balance. And I'm passionate about empowering more people to achieve the work-life balance, especially for women, and especially professional women who are interested in making the most of not only their money, but also their time. Yeah. So today I really am excited to take you through this session. As we started, we had looked at getting ready for success, understanding the team marketing, developing the right mindset, clarifying your vision and dreams and goals, and how to tell your story. This is what we covered in part 1 of this session. We are talking about networking skills and how important it is to understand how best to brand yourself, how best to market yourself as a forever business owner, as you build your business, as you join. I am actually organizing this training, specifically looking at someone who has just joined the business and has already attended the business opportunity meeting and wants to learn more, wants to understand the steps to get them from where they have just started the business to manager. So feel much welcome. The second part, we talked about the introduction to first steps to manager, which is our system, which is our strategy, how we achieve our goals, and also helps us to understand the daily step-by-step activities that we are doing. Prospecting for diamonds. And we also looked a little bit about contacting, what to say in handling objections. Today, we are going to continue on the same contacting. We were not able to finish last Thursday. And sending information and follow-up. How do you engage, keep your clients engaged so that they can be able to understand what exactly the unique selling proposition you're giving them, what is the benefit, and how is it going to benefit their lives, how is it going to help them achieve their dreams, achieve their goals, and if it's products, how it's going to help them to look and feel fabulous. We're also going to look at building your pipeline and doing a great one-on-one. The other topics, we are going to cover them in the next 2 sessions. So thank you so much for creating time to be with us. I hope you have a pen and paper. I normally feel that every session you get to learn something. I'm also learning myself as I continue training this. And every day you get to learn. Every day you get to learn something new. And you never know who it's going to benefit. So it's important to keep sharing. And especially as we groom ourselves to be better leaders, to be better forever business owners, I expect that as you will be able to be training tomorrow on the same sessions that we are doing today, you'll be able to make it even better. So looking at just a quick review of what we went through in part 1 and 2. By now, I expect that we have a plan. Yeah, we have already made a decision. We have already looked at the business opportunity. We have already understood that these are the business goals that we have. And the plan means that you've already looked at your personal goals, you've looked at your family goals, and you've also looked at your financial goals. And to make it even more, to have that emotional attachment to your goals, I always sorry, I always advocate to have a dream book or a vision board, which excites you. When you wake up in the morning and you just see that vision board and you see something exciting that you want to achieve, maybe it's a vacation you want to go to in December, or something exciting you're saving for, something exciting you're working towards. And when you see that vision, your mind gets you really activated and super enthusiastic, and you're ready to charge your day. And in the previous session, we learned the importance of linking your why to the marketing plan, which is part of what you do in your planning session. The importance of doing consistent daily activities, prospecting. Yeah, if you're doing this business on a part-time basis, we expect that at least you're able to talk to 3 to 5 people on a daily basis. But if you're doing it full-time, 5 to 10 people, we looked at the importance of having a comprehensive contact list, that is a name list, both for your warm market and your cold market. By warm market, I mean the people that know you, the people that you know. But cold market, you're talking about the people that you probably have not met before. For example, maybe those who you get to engage with in social media. Yeah. We also looked at the importance of using a memory jogger to, of course, expand your memory, your name list. We looked at the importance of profiling your prospects. We are going to touch a little bit on that and continue with methods of prospecting, developing a customer base. This is part of what we looked at. And I expect that you're able to now narrow down. If, for example, you had chosen to do a 5-step month to manager plan, where the first month you do 5 cc, the second month you do 15 cc, the third month you do 20, 30, 50, and then 70. So I expect that you're able to break it down with the person who introduced you to the business, and you're able to break it down so that you see what are your daily activities, what are your weekly activities. I'm excited about the Allo challenge that we are doing right now, because when you plan your 7-day plan, which is a page that I've included here, you can see, when you have a 7-day plan, you're able to you're able to tie it to your main goal for the month. So for example, if you have said that you're going to do 5 cc this month, so it means every week you're supposed to focus and make sure that you have at least, on the very least, 1.25 cc in your system. So how are we achieving this? This is why we need to have the 7-day plan, which you work out and include the activities and the training events that you're going to follow up with during the week. So we're going to go to the nitty-gritties, that is the tactics. What exactly do we do on a day-to-day basis? Today we continue talking about contacting. What do you say when you meet a prospect? What do you say? How do you start a conversation? Sending information and follow up. How do you track from the first time you introduce yourself to a prospect to the time when they are signing up to how do you go about that? That's what we're going to be talking about, building your pipeline and doing a great one-on-one. So we said we prospect in order to build a team. We prospect because as we implement the plan, what we are looking at is that we start with your why, of course, being at the center, looking at this business building cycle. Who do you know? We've already looked at that, how comprehensive we have written our list, and we have agreed that it's a document that keeps updating. You keep updating on a daily basis as you continue meeting more people, as you continue even sharing the opportunity, sharing the products. On a day-to-day basis, there are people interacting with your status, there are people interacting with your brand, and so you're able to keep on expanding your list. Yeah, so you include them in your who do you know list. Make it as comprehensive as possible. The next step is you contact them. Yeah, how do we contact them? We contact them by phone call. You can either send an email, you can send a message. Yeah, and then the main goal is now the next exposure to show them. get them excited, get them to understand what opportunity we are sharing. We have a one, you can either do an one-to-one, either online or face-to-face. Yeah, you can send a website link, you can send a live launch. Yeah, you can do a launch physically, face-to-face. And the main goal being, again, to excite the prospect to either buy the product, or if they're joining the business, which is exactly what we wish we work towards, we invite them to the business opportunity presentation, which can be either live or it can be virtual. Like in our training session schedule for the week, we normally have sessions on Sundays. That is the business opportunity presentation, which is virtual, which is online on Zoom, like this training session. And we normally have a face-to-face session where we meet at the office on Wednesdays. Then, of course, we take action, because that's exactly what we want to do. We get the person started with the business. Yeah. So as we had looked at, if you're doing the business on a part-time basis, we recommend at least you get to interact with 2 to 5 people on a day-to-day basis. Get them to understand what is the business opportunity you're sharing. Yeah. And just before you actually start making calls, what you do is you profile the client. So we recommend, at least as you begin, start by profiling the first 15 names in your name list. Now that we already have a comprehensive name list, if you want, before you have a conversation with a prospect, you need to understand how are you going to position yourself in a way that this prospect is going to see the benefits, how Forever is going to benefit them. Is it in terms of making an extra income? Is it in terms of products? And if it's products, which products? And that's why we profile them, so that you can get more details. You can get to understand how best can we serve this client. Okay. So when with the first thing we can look at, of course, after we've known who they are, we figure out what is their occupation, what is their age, where do they live? Do they live in Nairobi? Do they live outside? Do they live outside Kenya? Are they married? Yes or no? Of course, definitely, if you're single, you can understand the needs of someone who's single, someone who's married, probably with family. You can say it gets even better when you understand and find out the ages of the children. If they are young, which kind of products can you recommend for them? And if they are older, they're teenagers, which kind of products can you recommend for them? We had a really good training on Tuesday. I hope you were able to you got a chance to log in and learn about the supplementation, because we also got to learn the best package to give our prospects from every age, from the young children to teenagers to different ages, even menopausal, like that. Please make sure you get in touch and understand, and again, learn more, because the more you learn, the more you're confident, the more you're able to market the product. Get to understand the hot button. What exactly does this client need? Yeah, do they need more time? Do they need family time? Do they need extra money? Maybe they are taking their kids to university. Do they need extra? Do they need to work less? Yeah, for example, if it's someone who is planning to have a child soon, maybe like a pregnant mom, and is planning to take a break from work, and probably they'll be interested in taking more time at home, spending more time at home. Yeah, what is their personality? Are they caring, outgoing? All these things help you so that you can be able to make a good connection, build a rapport with the prospect, so that when you're making a call, it becomes more meaningful to them. Remember, it's not about you. It's not about what Forever has done for you. It's all about the client. It's all about what Forever can do for the client. So, for example, if the person has a child, or who has a condition, or maybe the partner has particular needs, for example, maybe the husband has been made redundant, something you can understand that this home, they need an extra income, and how will you be able to position yourself so that you can offer the solution in the best possible way. Okay, so we go straight to making the call. Now that we already have familiarized ourselves with this prospect, in terms of maybe you maybe you know them. If it's a warm market, of course, you will be able to fill in all the details in the profile. But if it's cold, you can have that conversation. I believe you don't just meet someone, you don't meet a stranger and you start telling them, hey, I'm in forever, would you like to join? No. First of all, you build a rapport. And as you build the rapport, you're telling them about yourself. You're saying, hi, my name is Kate. I'm passionate about skincare. And I love the way, the kind of posts that you put on social media. Can I get to know you more? Can we connect? You know, you need to build a rapport so that someone understands where you're coming from. You understand them. Maybe you've met in a group where you have the same interests. Yeah. And now you can be able to make that connection. So as you now prepare yourself to make this call, one, we have done the profile. Two, decide what is the objective. Make sure that it's best to keep it simple. It's best to start with the scripts that we have in the First Steps to Manager, page 22. Yeah. So that as you continue building your confidence, you can be able to grow. You can do this, especially it will be great if you can be able to do with the person who introduced you to the business, your upline, yeah, so that you can build more confidence on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. You can do a three-way call. You can do make the calls together with your upline. Yeah. And make sure you have that profile sheet in front of you, because now you'll be more accurate with the details. Okay. Yeah. So know what is your objective. What do you want? Do you want to send a link for the one-on-one? Do you want to send a DVD? Do you want to talk about a product? Is probably someone who has seen your status and is excited about the products that you offer. For example, the Aloe Challenge. So someone will come to your status and they want to know what it's all about. So when you know the objective and you're clear about it, it's easy now to decide which prospecting tool you're going to use. Once you've decided that one, plan your words. If you can't even write them down, yeah, write exactly what you want to say, yeah, so that you can be able to communicate effectively, yeah. Remember to focus on the needs of your prospect. It's not about, again, I repeat, it's not about you. It's about the client. It's about their needs. It's about the solution that you want to give them. So you need to position yourself in a way that you'll be able to understand what exactly they really, really need. What is their hot button? Okay. Invitation for a presentation. Remember, this is an invitation and not a presentation. When you're making the call to introduce the business, you do not have to explain so many details. In fact, be very brief, and it's even more advantageous to you to be very, very brief and on point, so that they see the need to go and look at the tool that you're giving them. If it is a link to a particular video, for example, the 8-minute video about our business, yeah, so you don't have to explain a lot. Yeah, tell them that as we are going to look at the scripts, you be brief, and so that they can be able to clarify and get more information in the tool that you're going to give them. Be excited, because definitely when you're having a conversation with someone and you're excited, believe you me, they can feel it. They can know that you're excited and you're enthusiastic about it as you have this conversation. Yeah. I also talked about how to have your story, create your story. This is in part 1, where you talk about yourself, talk about your background, talk about what you did not like about your background, what is happening now that you have come to Forever, what have you seen, and what are you excited about in the future. So have that story, whether it's a business story, which is what you recommend, have a business story and a product story. Have it written in front of you. Have your diary open, because when you have the conversation, you're going to be booking the next schedule. Remember, every time we are talking to a prospect, we want to encourage them to the next exposure, the next exposure, the next exposure. So don't leave it open. Yeah, have your diary open so that you can be able to tell which days are open, which hours are you available, so that you can be able to attend to them. Yeah, so that you can schedule the dates for the meetings and enjoy yourself, have fun during the call. Yeah. So it also would really go well for you if you can be able to identify 5 key people, the key people that you really we know that you're going to work with, yeah? And who is a key person? When it comes to this business, a key person is someone who has a great attitude. You want to work with people who have a great attitude, people who are open-minded and who are ambitious and are ready to, partner with you and, expand your business. People who are open-minded, people who want to either more time or more money. Yeah, you want to partner with people who probably are interested in having a security or flexibility, or maybe just to own a risk-free business. People you enjoy working with, yeah, because you see, by the way, you spend a lot of time with the people that you build a business with. So if it's someone that you work with and you have fun with and you enjoy working with them, it's a plus for you. Okay. So let's go straight to say we are having a conversation with Sam here, and we know that Sam is an outgoing and enthusiastic, ambitious person. Yeah. So you go, hey, hello Sam, it's Kate here. How are you? Do you have a moment we talk? Great. The reason I'm calling, the reason for the call, Sam, is that I've just started a fantastic opportunity which attracts open-minded and, confident people like you. And when I looked at this, I immediately thought of you. This is something geared towards their personality. So you already can see, or maybe if it's someone that you already know, this someone is in your open market, probably, I mean, in your open markets, probably someone that you already know. So you already know that they're outgoing, they are confident, they like expressing themselves, and they are passionate about life. So it's very easy to have this conversation. All these are actually in our first steps to manager. Next time, I would recommend, if you don't have your first steps to manager with you, please always have it so that you can be able to go through it. Yeah, I'm talking about page 22. Okay. If you're talking about the hot button, probably this is someone who's not happy in their workspace. So you're like, hello, Sam, it's Kate here. How are you? Do you have a moment to talk? Tell me, Sam, you said you weren't happy at work. Is that still the case? So if this person is not happy about what's happening at work and they want to change, probably they want a career shift, they want something that will give them more, maybe it's more money, more time, as we had talked about. Yeah, this can be a very good way to connect with someone, and you position yourself in a way you can now talk about the business and show them the flexibility and what exactly it is that they really want. If this is a customer, yeah, it's a customer call, you can go this way. Hello, Sam. It's Kate here. How are you? Do you have a moment to talk? Great. I know that you are committed to maintaining and improving your health, and I have just come across a product which I think might help you. Can I stop by and show you what I've found? Yeah. So this is just to emphasize the part where I say sometimes it's important to even write down the words that you're going to use, and then it becomes easier. Yeah, you can be able to just do the conversation. Yeah. Most often than not, this is how it will go. Sounds interesting. What is it? The client will ask, what is it? At this stage, you don't need to tell them much, don't tell them so much, okay? Just say that you'd like to invite them to either watch a DVD or you invite them to a one-on-one. You say, hey, I'd like you to understand the business concept, but I will not do justice on phone. I'd like us to have a conversation one-on-one, or we do a Zoom one-on-one where we can be able to where I can be able to show you exactly how it works. Okay. And mostly insist on that. Okay. But some people may persist. Okay. Which is of course normal, because I think some of us in the industry probably have introduced the business in, not the correct way. So they can always see or feel like you're going to introduce them to something that probably they have had before. So they will want to know, what is it really? Yeah. So you can just go ahead and tell them, yes, well, Sarah, I can't do justice to this company on phone, but I can tell you that we are a multi-billion-dollar global business in over 160 countries. Or maybe you can tell them we are in the health and wellness industry, which, as you know, is exploding right now. What I would like to do is to have 10 to 15 minutes of your time and show you more. At this point, if you request for a lot of time, like 1 hour or 30 minutes, 40 minutes, a long duration, and this is probably someone who is very busy, they might be put off. I normally recommend you say 10 to 15 minutes because it's easy for someone to slot you with that kind of time. And of course, you try as much as possible to keep it time. The best part of this is that the company has created a tool for us to do a professional one-on-one where we can be able to show the business in a short time and can be able to go over the features very, very fast. So you make sure that every exposure that you have a conversation with, have a schedule where the client is ready to see the next step. So is Friday 7:30 good for you, or Saturday morning at 10 a.m.? Make sure that your diary, this is where your diary needs to be open so that when you're having this conversation, you can be able to just schedule it in or directly. Yeah. Sometimes someone will be probably want to clarify a few more things. Yeah. So they will probably object. They will say, "Ah, Yapana, that sounds like a pyramid, or that sounds like network marketing. Is it network marketing?" So as a professional prospector, you don't want to just say, "Yes, this is network marketing." No. What you do is you answer by saying, "That's interesting. What makes you say that?" And then you listen to their response, because you do not know what their perception is, and that is exactly what you want to find out, so that you can strategize yourself and say, okay. Because someone can say, is it network marketing? Me, I don't do those things. Or they can say, is it network marketing? I'm actually curious. How do you people make money? Probably someone who is open-minded. So you don't want to go telling so much. At this point, what you want is to ask more questions so that you can be able to understand, so that you can be able to connect with the level of understanding on their part. Yeah. So that now you're able to answer properly. For example, I love using this analogy of feel, felt, found. Okay. So once you listen and someone tells you, okay, I know exactly how you feel, Sarah. I felt the same, by the way. But I found that by having a good look at the information here and getting my questions answered and meeting people, it was nothing close to what I used to feel. Maybe someone says that, I heard that this network marketing is hard. Me, I don't know about this. So when you are explaining yourself, you can even tell using your own story. You say, hey, I felt the same way at first when I heard about this opportunity. But then when I got into the business and I started making profits, I started using the products. I was really impressed about the quality and the standard of the products. And I'm really happy about making an extra income. Yeah. And so now I get to probably, if someone is doing on a part-time basis, they can even say that now I have found that I'm in a position where I am earning a full-time wage during my day-to-day job, but I'm able to do to work on my fortune and get profits on a part-time basis. How about that? So what I would say, let's get together next week and I will explain what it's all about. Would Monday or Thursday 11 a.m. be okay with you? Then you book your appointment. Sometimes probably the prospect might not be interested and they'll outright say no. Just thank them for their time. Ask if you can you can keep in touch with them. Of course, you don't expect that everyone will be open to this kind of business opportunity. What you do is you can even get a referral from them. Yeah, because if you don't ask, you might not know. Yeah, who is the next person who's going to change your business? Could be a diamond manager. Yeah, so I always believe in having and maintaining good relationships and good connections, because someone can give you a referral, someone can even actually use your product. Yeah, if they are not open for the business opportunity, they can use your product, they can refer you. Yeah, and even if to me a no is a not now. Okay, it might mean that probably at this point in their life they are not in a position to start a business. But if you contact them in 3 months' time, in 6 months' time, in 1 year, I've seen even business distributors who have joined the business after knowing about it, like 3-4 years later. Yeah. And then they come in, they plug in the system, and they get to achieve and tick their goals, in fact, even faster than those people who are in. So if it's a no, you just say, thank you for listening to me. I appreciate how you feel. We have a fantastic range of natural everyday products. Yeah. And I'd love to drop a sample for you to try them out. So you market the product, okay? Yeah. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. So follow-up is very, very crucial, at least between 2 to 3 days. If you've had a contact, for example, you build a rapport with someone, or maybe it's a friend of yours you met in high school and you were in school together in high school, you built rapport, the first call, and then now you're like, no, you want to talk about the business. Give that break. So don't stay too long. Otherwise, if you take too long, they'll even forget about what you had talked about in the first place. For example, if you go 2 weeks, 2 months later, you'll have to start all over again, because the longer you leave it, the more likely your prospect will lose interest. So know your objective. To invite your business, know your objective. If it's to invite the business opportunity meeting, okay, or to arrange a product launch, or to sponsor and follow with the planning meeting. So when you look at prospecting statistics, you need to commit to contacting at least 5 people a day off your list every week for the next 3 months, okay? From 12 to at least 12 to 15 people. So when you do that on a weekly basis for at least 3 months consecutively, what happens, you'll find that out of 12 to 15, 6 will say no or not now. 6 will look at the information or meet up at least. 3 to 4 will come and will show up in the presentation. One or two people will be able to join your business. So the key is to be consistent. The key is to continue doing the prospecting on a weekly basis, on a daily basis, and monitoring and tracking the results, yeah, tracking the numbers. I remember a time when our great leader, Marianne, who shared this tool to help us track our weekly activities and actually our daily activities, so that you can be able to tell if I was able to talk to 15 people on Monday, on Tuesday, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. How many one-on-ones did I do? You also indicate there. How many people signed up? Yeah. You talk about the retail business that you've done, the profits, the active CC, the team CC, and in a nutshell, in one page, you can be able to see your income producing activities, and you're able to track them. So week 1, week 2, week 3, as we continue tracking our CCs and going for our Allo challenge, I believe you can actually do this on Excel, and probably it can help someone. Yeah. So activity, how serious are you? What are you prepared to work for? Yeah, remember, we're working for our goals. It's so personal, like, you know what is pinching you, you know what works, what makes you what makes you tick. For lack of a better word, maybe I would say why you waking up every day to do the business, yeah, why you need the money. So depending on what you're prepared to work for, yes, we have recommended at least you talk to 5 people on a day-to-day basis. The best would be to have a daily method of operation that guides you on a step-by-step basis. Talk to at least 5 prospects, talk to at least 5 customers, follow up with 5 people, invite 5 people to a presentation or an event that is coming up. That is for part-timers. Full-timers, definitely I would recommend you go 10 or even more. The more people you're tracking, the more business conversations you're having, the more results you expect at the end of the week. Yes, so I've just mentioned the daily method of operation. This is basically like when you schedule. I normally believe that all of us have a diary. So when you schedule that I'm going to handle my business between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m., this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. These are the critical activities I'm going to do. I'm following up this power hour that we were trained by leader Nancy Njuguna. She really went into deep detail about how to do these activities, especially when you're prospecting online. Yeah, so I would encourage you to listen to that recruitment training. Yeah, but here I'll just brush through and say, you schedule the time when you're commenting on your on your prospects. Yeah, if you've decided that my power hour is going to be between 9 and 10, this is what I'm going to do. The first thing, when you're commenting, you write down the person you've seen a post of someone you want to prospect. You write down the name. You write you comment, whether it's in Facebook, whether it's a post on TikTok, whether it's a post on Instagram, whatever social media you use, whether it's Twitter, write a comment there, a genuine comment, yes. The next step will be now to add them to your list. Maybe you can send like a friend request. You can get in touch with them, get to their inbox, say hi, introduce yourself, tell your story. Maybe you share an interest. Yeah, just be yourself. Okay, don't start immediately by talking about your business proposition. First of all, make a connection, build a rapport, build a friendship. And then now you can go to the ATQ, ask the question. Yeah, maybe like after a day, you built rapport, you've understood this person, you've made a comment on 1 or 2 or 3 posts today, then tomorrow, then you now pose the question. Yeah. And remember, the goal is to understand and ask questions so that you know how best you can position, how best Forever can offer a solution to this person. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. You follow up, make a sale, or introduce the person to the business, and also now what we had gone through, that is calling prospects. So when it comes to tracking, I always believe that we normally have a lot of conversations. Some people may slip through our fingers, and probably when we are not effective in follow-up, we can lose business as well. So that's why we have the activity tracker. The activity tracker sheet is designed to record each call and track your prospect through registration, through up to registration as an assistant supervisor. So when you look at your first steps to manager, that is in page, what's page 26? Yeah. This is just another, it's another like shortened version. Yeah. So that I can be able to explain it well. You see that on this form, you're able to track every single person that you have had a conversation with. You will put their name, and as you start having the conversation, you can figure out if this is someone who is warming up to the opportunity, or they are not happy about, the business side or stuff. So you can be able to identify if this person is suitable for the business. Yeah, you write their telephone number. Then you can be able to track down when was the date that you introduced them to a website link, or a one-on-one video link, or you did a face-to-face one-on-one. When did they attend a business presentation? When did they register? When did you do a first planning session? At least to that stage. So at any point in time, it's really valuable to us that after calling a prospect, enter the record in the pipeline. And please enter the record once they have agreed. So you at least have a green light that this is someone who's interested in the business. At any point in time, it's good to have, if you're doing the business on a part-time basis, have 20 people in your prospect list. Or if you're doing the business on a full-time basis, you have 40 people in your prospect list and more. Of course, if you've done the business for a bit longer, definitely you have a file. Yeah. For me, I love using files. There are people who love using books. I always say, don't be a follower, be a student. Yeah. Do what works best for you. Understand the reason why you need to keep the records. That's what I would say. For me, I love using a diary and having 2 files. One is the current file, which has the name list. It has the customer and prospect profiles, and it has the activity tracker. And then I have another file, which is a follow-up file for January to December. So I can be able to tell the people I talked to in January, the people I talked to in December, the people I talked to in January, February, March, like that. And if I'm having a conversation with them in the current, they will be, their profiles will be slotted in my current file, yeah, where I have the number 1 to 31 index. So I can be able to tell, like in a week, as we do the 7-day plan, we put the profiles of the clients we are talking to. It's very important when you write the notes of these clients you're talking to, especially like as you get to know them, sometimes a client will tell you, okay, kindly deliver this product to this particular place. It's quite professional when you remember all those details, yeah, For example, when you remember when it's a special day for them, maybe like a birthday, or you remember when they signed up, if it's your team member, and you appreciate them for being part of the team, you know. And you can also get all this information in the FLP 360. Yeah. But when it comes to tracking, you can either do this, you can also do this in FLP 360 actually. Yeah. That one, it's also an online platform. Me, I prefer doing something that is simple, that is easily duplicatable, and I can be able to show anyone to do this. Then we move to having a session where you do your one-to-one. Okay. So we have taken this client from the Who Do You Know list name. We have met them, yeah, or either via phone call. We invited them, and now we want to meet them face to face, or we want to meet them via a WhatsApp call or a Zoom call. You know, after we have sent a link. I believe in connections. Okay, so one thing I would say: be prepared. Yeah, be prepared. It means one, if you have agreed to meet at 11, be on time. Have the tools ready for with you. Yeah, have your diary, have your one-on-one booklets. Yeah, and have them clean. I remember when my upline used to say, you know, the message you send just as you show up in that meeting, the client will already prejudge and say if they can even make a decision whether they want to join you or not. Just the way you show up, whether it's the way you're dressed, even looking at your tools, you know, the way you organized yourself. Yeah. So I always say it's important to be prepared. Introduce yourself again. You can, you know, brush up a little bit about your story as you build a connection. Ask questions, build rapport, find out again more about your client, so that as you guide them through the one-on-one and using the booklet, the booklet helps us to be on point. It helps us to be efficient, so that we talk less, and we say exactly what needs to be said. Yeah, so you can be able to respect their time. Maybe they are in between meetings and they've just slotted you in for a short while. Otherwise, if you are just, you know, telling your story and you are talking from from your mind, you can stray and talk for a bit longer. Okay, so yeah, so I would say that use a tool. Using tools makes us professional. It's duplicatable. It's easy for someone to just, you know, use the tool, and you can even show your distributors as your team members how you do it, and it becomes easy to duplicate. Make sure as you have conversations, because you are asking questions, you're able to match what this client needs and the business, and what the business offers. For example, if a client is talking every time, they're like, hey, I have this loan that is really frustrating me, and I want to figure out how can your business help me to clear it. Yeah. So as you continue asking the questions, they will tell you. Yeah. Don't be afraid to share this business also with professionals, because you'll find that even the amount of money that they take to the bank is not like all of it. Part of it goes to the bank to pay debts, to pay loans. So if they can find an opportunity to make an extra, even 30, 50,000 to cater for that loan payment, it really eases some pressure off. Yeah. So you can be able to connect and figure out and say, yes, so this is how this business is going to help you achieve your goals faster. Maybe it is someone who is saying, okay, I have a daughter, and I want in the next 4 years to take them to university. It's going to cost me probably like 1 million shillings. And what can I do now, even though my income is not enough? How can I make an extra income so that I can start saving and investing for this opportunity? So you can be able to show them that this business opportunity will help you to save, to generate an extra income, to generate profits, to generate bonuses, which you can now be able to save in your investment account, and, you know, start accumulating money towards your goal. Yeah, and you can now be able to show them and explain to them. Yeah, and then of course, after you have gone through the one-on-one presentation, don't just say it in, so when are you joining? You know, you can be can I say, be professional in a way. Ask them a question that is engaging. Ask them like, what did you like best? Yeah. So they can be able to to be positive, yeah, because if you're not very careful about the questions that you ask, you can lose a sale. Yeah, me, I like asking, what did you like best about the opportunity, and when are we ready to get started? Yeah, be proactive. Yeah, don't look at it in a negative way, even if the client probably might have not liked one or two things in there, but be proactive, like engage them and keep reinforcing how the business is going to offer a solution to them and how it has worked for you. And you can even give them a story of someone you know who probably they're in the same field, someone who probably they are connecting. Yeah, so you can be able to do more. So as I wind up today, I think my session is short. I do want to take a bit too long. I believe we've gone through much, and probably we have also understood that we have gone through the business cycle. Now, I may not be a teacher, but I'm a daughter of a teacher, so I believe in homework, which is why I said that we come with a notebook and a pen. Decide the methods of prospecting that you're going to use. We looked in part 2. We have we can either prospect online or offline. We can prospect offline by contact marketing, filling up our contact lists, using businesses and flyers. So if you don't have them, it's very, very important to have them, because when you're going to do contact marketing, you'd want to be professional. You'd want to have these flyers as a conversation starter. Yeah. If you have your social media brand in place, even as you network, as you continue meeting people maybe out there, you can be able to just say, hi, I'm on Instagram, what's your username? And you can be able to connect. Yeah. So the other thing I'd like us to look at in the next 7-day plan is profile. If you don't profile your prospects, please do. It really helps a lot in the conversations. And write the notes, like after you've had a phone call and you finished doing the call, what decisions have you decided? Yeah, write down in the, continue like writing, updating the database. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Continue updating the database of your prospects and your customers, because they'll always be able to feel appreciated when you remember all those details about them. Make 15 calls, my goodness, every day if you can. I don't mean like 15 calls for the whole week. Yeah. Review your progress. Yeah. The goal is to have at least 20 to 30 customers. The more, the better for you. Yeah, because it means more money in your pocket. Continue to build your name list. Remember, we continue expanding our list. We continue adding up at least 2 names to the list, or continue collecting numbers of people that you want to prospect, you want to introduce to your business. Yeah. Book your next training event. Yeah, and be present. I'm so excited, hoping to catch up with you guys on Saturday. Yeah, and book your one-on-one. Start practicing if you've not started. Have all these tools in place, and I always want to remember what my upline told me. Make sure that the booklets that you show up with in front of your clients are, are smart, are clean, are decent. It makes a very huge impression to the person that you are introducing yourself to. So remember, one diamond at a time. Yeah, everything counts. Every conversation counts. Keep having more and more conversations so that you keep filling the funnel, and soon enough we'll be having more and more people joining our business, and more people enjoying the amazing opportunity that it offers. I firmly believe in personal development because it gives us confidence to be who we are. It gives us confidence to talk about our business in a professional way. I would recommend these 2 books if you have not read them, because it reinforces your belief, your self-belief in your self-belief, first of all, your belief in the industry. Yeah, we're talking about the GoPro, 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. Of course, everything that we have discussed in this session touches on the 7 steps. So far, I think we've covered the first 2. In fact, we've covered several skills. Yeah, even presenting, the first 3 skills. Yes, we talked about prospecting, we talked about inviting, we talked about presenting, and the business of the 21st century. written by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki, when he speaks, he has been quite an influence to me. I remember the first book I read seriously on personal development was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So I really respect his opinion. And in fact, there's a video I think that you can check on YouTube about Robert Kiyosaki and why he recommends network marketing. But the one that I would really, really want you to watch is Rise of the Entrepreneur. It's a documentary available also on YouTube by Eric Worre. All these are information that we need, because when we are handling our customers, we remember the goal is education and understanding. Education and understanding, being professional. Yeah, because in our industry, we don't need to hype anything. We just need to give the facts as they are. Yeah, and we can be able to build a huge business. I close with a quote by, of course, our late founder and mentor. The power of forever is the power of love. Always remember that. When you're sharing the business to your clients, remember that. When you're sharing the opportunity, remember there's someone out there who desperately needs to hear from you, desperately needs to hear the opportunity. Then you are God sent. So one of the greatest sources of illness today is an empty wallet. If you want to decrease the number of people suffering, give them a chance to earn an honest living. Let us go out there and share this opportunity in the most professional way, and we make an impact. Thank you so much for listening to me. I hope I am on time. I was trying to make sure I'm on time. I want to hand it over to our MD to continue. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kate, for that awesome training. Part 3, it was today. I hope you got in value and you're following up on the same. I think for next time, it will be wise enough to have a copy at the same time while our facilitator is taking us through, so that we really have those points on our fingertips. Otherwise, for me, I don't have much to add this evening, rather than wishing you a good evening and as we continue tomorrow. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.